नहीं यार, वो मैंने वॉक करना बंद कर दिया, मैं बेवकूफ़ों की तरह वॉक कर रहा था. Come
Good
Deeksha.
afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Sit Deeksha. So your mother is in medicine
Yes.
and your father has his own business.
Yes.
What type of business does your father have?
So he does self-practice. He's a chartered accountant.
Self-practice. Okay, good. What are the concern areas in the Indian medical scene just now? Concern areas.
So firstly, major concern is the lack of preventive healthcare in India, and we are witnessing rising cases of non-communicable diseases. Second concern is the lack of research in healthcare, which is why India is also dependent upon APIs, upon China. And third major concern I can think of is regarding lack of good health
AMR.
infrastructure. Yes, sir. Resulting into high infant mortality and maternal mortality.
Have you heard of the AMR problem?
Yes, sir, indeed.
And what is the solution to the AMR problem?
So this is becoming a silent pandemic, and going forward we need to ensure that proper prescriptions are given for the medicines. And
Antibiotics should not be given OTC.
yes, sir, OTC, and we should also promote Ayush as an alternative medicine to
Okay.
reduce our dependence upon antibiotics.
Another concern area which has international ramifications. Quality of the pharmaceuticals.
Yes, sir, indeed.
Quality control.
Yes, sir.
Is
The-
that not a concern area and has international ramifications because of exports and all that?
Indeed, sir. Recently we saw a case of cough syrups being exported, and that was not
Exactly,
up to the
exactly.
up to the quality.
Now you were the best speaker on the Model United Nations. How would you defend the United Nations as an institution in the present times?
Sir, I think United Nations is the only global body that has presence in more than 190 countries, and it is the platform for diplomacy and dialogue. In a world that is getting fragmented day by day, I think United Nations acts as a bridge between these nations. However, it needs restructuring and reform, because it cannot solve the problems of 21st century by having.
You're only speaking about the political aspects of United Nations.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
United Nations has other dimensions also.
Yes, sir. The developmental and humanitarian aid that United
I thought
Nations
you would
provides.
speak on that on your own.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I missed that part. But humanitarian and developmental concerns are
And
actually
what about
interesting.
peacekeeping?
Definitely, sir. The peacekeeping forces of United Nations.
Where are right now, are they stationed anywhere, the peacekeeping forces of United Nations? I'm not aware, but you may be aware.
Yes, sir. In multiple places. I recently came across the example of Libya. So
Are they there?
Yes, sir.
Peacekeeping forces?
Yes.
And anywhere else? Okay. Now, foreign service is your third preference. In this latest national security strategy of USA,
Yes.
which are the countries or region who have been winners, who have been losers, and who are neutral?
Sir, in the
Let's have the
recent,
winners first.
according to the national strategy policy of US, I think the winners will be, I'd say, China and Russia, because
Very good,
the
very
focus has been reduced. The losers can be, sir, European Union.
Very
because,
good.
US has withdrawn its support.
Neutral?
So neutral, I think India. And
Very good. Now Europe, why do you think was it a loser? Just give 2-3 points.
So firstly, it thought of US as a major security ally, but it has withdrawn
Okay,
itself
that's
from
number one.
And secondly, the security and the developmental ties with US is not stable, and hence EU has to actually diversify its ties with other nations. It cannot be dependent upon US.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Deeksha,
Yes, sir.
you are from Miranda History.
Yes.
You did in 21. What were you doing thereafter?
So I've been preparing for the exam.
You didn't enroll yourself for masters?
No, sir.
Why?
Sir, I did not want to pursue a degree without a purpose.
But
And my purpose
in the
was...
meanwhile, you could have prepared for your civil services also.
Yes, sir, but I did not want a degree just for the namesake. I wanted
But
to
you
have...
have taken history as your subject, optional.
Yes, sir.
So you would have, in the process, you would have prepared for the optional also, no?
Yes, sir, but that way my focus on civil services would have been decreased, and I
You sure?
wanted to. Yes, sir, I did not want that to happen.
All right, all right. I also observed that you have been Vice President of History Department, Miranda, then Cultural Secretary, DPS Indore, and you had been performing at Khajuraho Dance Festival. So you are performing what, Kathak?
Yes, sir.
Every year or once only?
Once only, sir.
All right, okay. So how was your experience at Khajuraho Dance Festival?
It was very inspiring, sir. I
Wonderful.
think not just performing, I saw the dance performances of other classical dances as well, and it was beautiful.
Very good, very good. Can you tell me how old are these temples, Khajuraho temples?
So they were built around 950 CE, so 9th to 10th century.
All right, very good, very good. So since you come from Indore, let me ask you question related to history. What is the connection of Guptas with the Udaygiri caves?
Sir, it is said that they built the Udaygiri caves, and it is one of the foremost example of Indian religious iconography. And the Udaygiri caves have Varaha avatar of
Very
Vishnu.
good, very good.
So that represents the Vaishnavite sect of Gupta.
And what is the connection of Udaygiri with the iron pillar?
Sir, it is said that iron pillar was transported from
Udaygiri to
yes to
where it is now?
so right now in Delhi.
Qutub Minar complex. All right. Okay. Today, Prime Minister has inaugurated an exhibition related to history. What is that?
Yes, sir. He has inaugurated the Piprava Buddhist relics in Delhi
What
only.
is the significance of these relics?
So these are more than 127 years.
127?
127-year-old. We actually lost the relics, and it was transported out of India. So right now we have returned.
No, that's not. But what is the significance? I mean, why so these relics are so important?
So firstly, it showcases our legacy of being the originator of Buddhism, and
किसके
second.
हैं ये relics?
Sorry, sir.
Whose relics are these?
So it is said it is Buddha's relics.
That's fine. No? That's how important. No? These
Yes.
And where did you find them?
Sir, I think it was in. I do not know the exact place, but in
Pipla.
northern India.
Same
Yes,
place. Pipla.
northern India. Yes.
And that was the capital, so-called capital of Shakyas.
Yes.
And Buddha was from Shakya dynasty.
Yes.
And there is an inscription which says that these are son of Shakya, these relics. That's why it is important. This is the first evidence where it is categorically stated that these relics belong to Lord Buddha, who was part of Shakya dynasty.
Indeed.
All right. Tell me, why trade is important for any society or any country?
Sir, economically speaking, it provides choices to the consumers, and also
Choices to no.
and also opportunity to trade and
Why?
gain
That is what I am
income.
asking. Why trade is important?
To gain income from it, sir.
Prosperity. It brings
Yes,
prosperity.
and it also provides a comparative advantage in
Empire
production.
was built primarily to protect trade. All empires, all over the world.
Yes.
All right. Now tell me, since you are a student of history, what were we exporting from Indus Valley to Mesopotamia?
So according to the sources, we were an exporter of copper as well as certain statite
Copper,
seals.
not Acha, all right, okay.
And so apart from that, we have multiple potteries, statite seals, as well as
Seals.
gems
We
and
never
jewelry.
exported seals. Seals were never exported. Even not an export item. Commodity. Which commodity were we exporting? And today India happens to be the largest producer or one of the largest producer of that commodity.
So I'm not aware of the exact
Cotton.
commodity. Cotton, yes.
Yes. Cotton was introduced to the world by Indians.
Yes.
Industrially. All right. Prime Minister, yes, I think day before or maybe 2-3 days back, he said something about excavation in Kashmir. Any idea what was it about?
Yes, sir. There were some Buddhist stupas excavated in Baramulla district.
Absolutely. How old are these? Any idea?
Sir, I do not know the exact time period, but around 3rd century BC.
No, that's actually BC तो अशोका के टाइम की बात हो गई ना.
Yes.
These are basically Kanishkas.
Okay, sir. I'll check about
And then what did Kanishka do in Kashmir, Baramulla?
So he also he held a Buddhist council.
Absolutely, and that is what, read what the Prime Minister has said about it.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Now tell me, if I ask you to give me a journey of women empowerment in this country after 1940s, just give me 3-4 major milestones through which we empowered women in this country.
Okay.
Major important in terms of importance.
So firstly, I would say giving them the constitutional rights.
Very good. What right?
Coming to the Article 15, Article
What right?
14,
What right?
providing them equality.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Equality. What next?
Then I think 73rd and 74th
Very
Constitutional
good.
Amendment
Next.
Act. Then I would say Vishaka Guidelines
Very good.
and POSH Act,
All right. That's
all
okay.
these legal acts. And I think recently the 106th Constitutional Amendment Act.
Very good. Thank you so much, Deeksha.
Thank you, sir.
Deeksha, you studied history. There's a famous saying, history is the history as written by the victors, because nobody is here to speak to the people who have lost. Will you elaborate on this statement?
Certainly, sir. It is true because history is written by the one who is in power. But this narrative is being challenged and being changed as well. So right now we are witnessing subaltern historians who are coming up and providing voice to those people who are not in power. So we have seen history of peasants, tribals, women. That is also becoming into the mainstream.
How will they bring some matter of 1500-year-old? How will they empower the dead people?
Sir, it will not empower them directly, but it will at least provide historical consciousness to the people of their contribution. And I think that will broaden the perspectives of people.
Okay. Now your father is a practicing chartered accountant, self-practitioner. So maybe you have sometime discussed with him, what is the difference between a chartered accountant and a financial manager? More often people keep saying he's in finance department, somebody is in accounts department, somebody says he's account cum finance manager. But actually there is a difference. What is the difference between a chartered accountant and a finance manager?
Sir, I think a chartered accountant has a broader perspective, has broader job roles. So it includes tax filing and also providing facilitation in banking.
Chartered accountant is in charge of making historical entries. Like I bought this pen for 10 rupees today. So it goes into 2 or 3 days back, historical entries.
Yes.
So he talks of past. Whereas an act which is done, as finance manager talks of future, cost of the capital. I am an industrialist, I want to set up new industry. Should I take loan or should I make it from my own reserves? What we call is the cost of the capital, internal rate of return. So that is the job of a finance manager, and this is it. But people call it together.
Okay.
Now, what is this PM Swanidhi scheme? Let us see your interest in the rural India. PM Swanidhi, or not so well of India, PM Swanidhi scheme.
Yes, sir. As far as I know, PM Swanidhi is to provide credit to the local vendors so that they can increase their business. Up to 2 lakh of loan is provided to them, and this will provide them the necessary capital to set up their own shops
I'm
and
not
businesses.
sure honestly about 2 lakhs. Please check it yourself. According to me, it's 10,000 loan without any collateral. Okay, that please
Sorry,
check.
sir,
it
I will
out.
check.
Okay, that's a question of figures, but the concept is right. They give it without a collateral.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I move on next about your interest in the wetlands. What is Jal Shakti Abhiyan? Jal Shakti Abhiyan of the government.
So it's a broad-based program which includes water conservation as well as promoting traditional water bodies like wetlands. So Jal Shakti Abhiyan also has rainwater harvesting as its component.
Very good. The motto is catch the rain.
Catch the rain,
Catch
sir.
the rain. Okay. My third last question to you. What is this Atal Tinkering Labs? Atal Tinkering Labs. This was in the last budget.
Yes, sir. It is a program envisaged by Niti Aayog, and it focuses on incubating the small innovators and entrepreneurs. So it provides them research.
No, it's nothing to do with Niti. Niti Aayog only gives policy. It's a budget. Money has been spent on it.
Yes, sir.
So it's for 50,000 in the schools, tinkering labs, as they say.
Yes.
In the next 5 years, okay?
Okay,
Atal
sir.
Tinkering Labs. Now, India is a net importer or exporter of pulses?
Sir, importer.
Importer of pulses. Which are the main ones? So we have started a 6-year mission. Which are those 3 main pulses?
So gram.
No,
As far
gram is not a pulse, that is separate. Pulses.
So as far as I know, it's I'll say it in Hindi if I can.
Okay.
It's moong, chana and urad. If
Urad,
I'm
you are right. Tur, urad and masoor. Okay? These are the 3. Last quick one. What is happening in Bangladesh? How you will take interest of India if you were made the External Affairs Secretary?
So right now the situations are quite vulnerable politically. So as a diplomat, my role will be to ensure that there are clear lines of communication, and I'll establish channels of trustworthy relations, and I'll make sure that we have communication across all the political parties and not just one, so that India appears as a nation which is neutral. So, and I will also provide aid and any help required for the upcoming elections.
Okay, thank you.
Teacher, what is India's stance regarding the elections in Bangladesh? It has categorically told 4 terms. One is free. What are the other 3?
So fair elections. Apart from that, the elections must be happening in a peaceful, stable manner. So these are the only
You're
things
missing
that
the
I
other
remember.
2 very crucial one, inclusive and credible.
Yes.
Why inclusive has been used here?
Ma'am, because of the conditions there, it is possible that certain political parties are left out, such as Awami League. So since it is left out, it won't be an inclusive and democratic election.
Okay. Now, rupee has breached 90 mark. What are the reasons behind it?
Ma'am, the primary reason has been said that it is due to the outflow of foreign private investment and FPIs. Secondly, it is said that due to the tariff regime changes, it is the demand for dollar has been increasing, which is why rupee has fallen down.
Okay. But our economy is growing at a very good percentage. I'm very surprised. And why then FPIs are leaving the country?
Ma'am, firstly because they are having more attractive offers across the world. US has also reduced its rates, so which is why they are attracting there. Secondly,
Reduce the rates or increase the yield rates have increased in US?
sorry ma'am, increase the rates, which is why they are moving there. And furthermore, the investment opportunities in AI is also increasing elsewhere in India.
Okay. Now, have you gone through the World Inequality Report 2025?
Sorry ma'am, I'm not quite aware of it.
Okay, but you must be aware at least that the inequality in the world is on rise across globe.
Yes.
Top 10% are actually having the 3/4 of the resource, 75% of the resources more or less. So what can be done in this regard? What are the three major equalizers?
Ma'am, firstly, one should focus on ensuring skilling and education so that there becomes parity. Secondly, there should be equality of opportunities between men and women in terms of working. And lastly, there should be inclusive growth, which includes all the sectors and all the people, be it tribals or be it regional.
Okay, you come from Indore.
Yes.
It's in news for the last 3-4 days.
Yes.
What went wrong with the most clean city?
Ma'am, unfortunately, this incident has happened in Indore, wherein due to certain leakages in the sewage pipeline, the contaminated water got mixed with the drinking water, and it has led.
Let's say tomorrow you're posted as a DC of Indore. Not say tomorrow, let's say had you been the DC of Indore, what you would have done differently in this regard?
Ma'am, preventive steps?
I don't know, you tell me. This situation you have been reading in newspaper, what you could have done differently?
Ma'am, firstly, I would have ensured that if there is a complaint which has been registered, I will ensure that it has been redressed in a timely manner.
Okay.
Secondly, the tender had been issued since the past 6 months, but it was not implemented. So I will ensure that time-bound manner.
Okay, good. Deeksha, my last question to you. Tomorrow you're posted as a DC of a backward district in Madhya Pradesh, a district which has just come out of the Naxalite movement. So education, health parameters are at dismal low. What 3 things would you do in this regard to improve these parameters other than awareness and counseling?
Ma'am, firstly, my aim will be to increase the education and skilling so that I will leverage the.
Don't tell me
missions.
what, tell me how. How are you going to do that?
Ma'am, I will set up more schools under PM Shri and Eklavya model schools so that education is
And
provided.
how to increase the learning outcomes in the schools?
Ma'am, I will ensure that teacher absenteeism is reduced, because many a times teachers do not come.
Teachers, you can make sure that they come to the school, but if they're not teaching properly, the same teacher when it's private school it's teaching, the moment they join government school they stop teaching. How are you going to ensure that they are motivated enough to teach the kids?
Ma'am, we will have to provide them positive incentives,
Like?
be it monetary, for example increasing the salaries, or be it infrastructure wise, providing them enough facilities to live there, housing as well as the roads.
Okay, one thing. Other things for learning outcomes, very quickly.
Learning outcomes, ma'am, focusing also on the skilling as per the industrial demands which is around.
Okay.
And to increase the learning outcomes, I will also focus on vocational training and leveraging their own knowledge of tribals, such as their tribal paintings can be
Okay,
promoted.
health, quickly. What are you going to do regarding health?
Ma'am, regarding health, I will ensure telemedicine facilities in the tribal areas. Secondly, I will promote Ayush Ministry initiatives so that sometimes tribals are inhibitive of the allopathic medicines.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, Deeksha. When is your interview?
19th January, sir.
19th January. Okay, just wait outside for a minute. We'll call you in and give our feedback to you. Thank you.